What's up everyone, it's JennyGal, and I'm going to be reviewing the Maono podcasting microphone kit. So today we're going to do the unboxing of the Maono, I think I'm saying that right, podcasting microphone kit. I got this on Amazon for around $75. Right here it says all the things that you kind of get for it. So high-res sampling rate, it's a cardioid internal mic, which we'll talk about in a second. It's USB plug-in, there's a boom arm stand included. It's made of good quality metal casing, and it's compatible with Windows and Mac. So without further ado, let's get into it. But first I wanted to actually as well, something that I'm trying to do with my podcast is I'm trying to get better lighting and better sound. So we're gonna try to accomplish that today. So one of the things that I purchased was the Neewer. I'm assuming I'm saying that correctly. Apparently it's called Neewer. I thought it was Neewer. Neewer brand of some bounce sheets. Came for about, I wanna say somewhere around $30. And yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. So it comes with this nice bag, which is really gonna be helpful when you're maybe traveling, doing some lighting on the road, which I'm likely going to be doing. Ooh, nice. So of course it twists up really easily. This thing is huge. I don't even know if you can get that all in frame. What you do is unzip again. Okay, so this is reversible. Sorry. I'm just realizing I don't think you can see my face. So this is reversible. So it comes with this main bounce sheet. And what you do with the rim is you can either have it be this kind of white fade, soft lighting color, kind of translucent. You can do warmer tones with this gold bounce, cooler tones, I believe, with the silver bounce. So we're gonna try helping our lighting today with that. Wow, I wasn't wise. You actually have to put this thing in there. That makes sense. Okay, so let's try this out. Even with just the lighting that we have here, I am going to put a little bit of product placement. I'm gonna put that there and try helping out the lighting. It's actually really helping to bring it underneath. Just being so transparent, I'm really learning right now at this point what to do for lighting. I'm seeing like it just gets quite a bit brighter to have this. So now let's go ahead and unbox this microphone. So I chose this microphone because honestly I was on a budget. I have been following along with Think Media, a YouTube channel by Sean Cannell and a bunch of other people, and they kind of review a bunch of products, and they're really good in terms of just helping to educate people on the different products out there for YouTube and working with what you have. Unfortunately, they don't have a huge section so far on podcasting, but what they do have is a lot of the equipment that I want further along. Unfortunately, it's not budget at this point. They'll probably be different by tomorrow because that's how fast Think Media is. But nevertheless, I went with a little bit of a cheaper microphone, and also one that was USB that could just easily plug into my computer, because as of right now, I do not have the finances for anything else. So, gonna go with that mantra and use what I have. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. To be able to have the microphone in suspension like this is a cardioid microphone. So basically what that means is, my brief understanding, okay, is that there are dynamic microphones, which something to do with the plates inside, it's really pretty much directional, I think. And then with a cardioid or what's the word, compressed, or this type of microphone, it will hear from all sides and it's just got more of a specific sound and can pick up more. So because of that, if you have this on a stand, it's gonna actually pick up if you knock the stand, if anything like this happens. So by putting it in the suspension, you actually can avoid some of that excess clutter sound. It's very cute. It comes with a happy or need more help card. So that's really cool because it seems like they're really willing to answer any questions if people have questions. And it does come with this user manual in English and Dutch, and I want to say Japanese. Maybe Chinese. I'm very sorry that's so bad. I don't even. This is a cardioid microphone, otherwise known as a condenser microphone. So that's what I was trying to say before. So what it looks like, this thing kind of scrolls. That's clearly, we're in isolation. What I meant is this thing pops up, and what it will do is it will hook on to the table. It will go in this side. It's pretty strong. It's made of metal, which is kind of nice because I don't feel like it's that flimsy to hold the microphone. I believe this is just, spring loaded. So if you see these two grips right here, you just kind of open that up and place the microphone in. So now it's hanging suspended, which is really awesome. Okay, so I just want to go over some technical terms because apparently I know nothing, so it's good to say what they actually are. This is a shock mount, so that's what it does. It totally takes away any of the possibility of sound from the mount. And then this is actually called a pop filter because the plosives, otherwise known as get sort of loud, and with a condenser microphone it's gonna pick that up really well. So this just sort of prevents that from happening, which for someone like me is probably a good thing. Okay, so pros and cons are already. This is really stable, which is awesome. But problem is, for example, even despite it being very sturdy, if I'm trying to podcast, I'm trying to look at you, this is kind of in the way. So in that sense, it may be better just to have this, but we're going to see what works out. I will also say that I'm speaking right now into just my Canon Rebel T5i, which is already quite an outdated camera, and I am just using the camera audio. So we're going to see what it's like when I switch to this podcast audio, and I have huge hopes that it's a lot better. I very well could have done this part first, but I didn't, so here we go. I swear this is how it should have to go in, but maybe I'm crazy. Okay, you guys, so I've set up the microphone and I've actually taken the liberty of plugging it into my laptop, and I'm hoping everything is kind of set up the way that it's supposed to be. Right now, obviously, you're hearing just the audio quality of my Canon Rebel T5i, and you're gonna hear the switch in 3, 2, 1. So now you're hearing, hopefully, the sound of the Maono microphone. I'm really hoping that it sounds a lot better. It probably should sound more focused. It should pick up a lot more of my voice. It should sound better than just having your average microphone on it from a camera. So yeah, they do recommend that you keep the pop filter, this part on there. You can definitely hear, like, if you're back here, it's a lot further from the mic. You probably don't pick as much up. I think it's definitely meant to be listened to and spoken to right here. Now, given that I and probably many other podcasters out there are trying to make videos that are also podcasts, it might not be the best fit, just because in order to get that really good sound, you kind of have to get close to the microphone. And as you can see, just visually, you're going to get this look. It's obviously okay, but it's probably not as good as having one of the kind of more aesthetically pleasing lower microphones. However, I think it's a huge step up from what I've had. And for $75 Canadian, not bad. Again, I could probably do it without this, and that might aesthetically change some things, but anytime you hear those kind of sounds, it's going to get picked up by the microphone. You can definitely hear that no matter kind of where you are, you're gonna pick that up. Now they do say that only the front part of the microphone works. So actually this side is going to be quieter because there's no microphone on the side facing you. There's only the side towards the vocalist. That is basically my review, you guys. This is what it sounds like, and I think definitely when you're in GarageBand, I use GarageBand because I'm on a Mac. You might have a different system, or you might just go directly into Final Cut Pro or Premiere Pro or something like that. I think on here you can change the compression, you can talk about the EQ. Yeah, so there's a couple options on here, and I definitely think regardless, it's going to be a lot better. I know I will always have some slurping sounds because on my podcast, it's called Cup of Jen, and I drink tea and coffee and drinks, and that is sort of the theme. So again, this will kind of get in the way, but it is way better than having just the camera microphone. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you found it helpful in any way at all, please push like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of YouTube videos as well as my podcast every week called Cup of Jen, and that's going to be found on every streaming platform. You can find it on Apple Podcasts, you can find it on Spotify, anywhere that you listen, Anchor, it's going to be available. So follow along, and I really hope that you guys can use this microphone maybe for your own podcasts or whatever kind of creative work you're doing. Maybe it's voiceover. It definitely is a step up from just your average camera microphone. Use what you have, as Think Media would say, but if you want to step it up a little bit but you don't have a ton of money, it's not a huge price, considering too if you're in the States it's going to be even cheaper because your dollar is better. So yeah, I have a link to it in the description. I'm not an affiliate, I don't have any of that, I'm not cool enough yet, but that's just a way for you to directly find the podcast kit. And like I say, it's cool to have all these different things because, you know, even if you do upgrade to a different microphone at some point, you have stuff to kind of get you going for now. And that's a really, really cool thing. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching. Bye.